July 12, 2025, police in Bath Township, Michigan, got a call about a suspicious man. He had been spotted walking through yards, rattling car doors, and trying to break into vehicles near Heathfield Drive. Neighbors didn't know who he was, but something about his behavior was alarming enough that multiple 911 calls came in within minutes.
You said someone else is inside? Your roommate's inside?
We haven't. You can go inside. I have a housemate in there. He's beating on both of us. He's slugging me in the jaw.
By 2:30 that afternoon, the situation had escalated. A second caller reported that the same man had forced his way into a home on the 16,000 block of Nichols Road.
Police department!
He's stabbing me!
Where are you at?
Inside, the intruder armed himself with a knife and attacked the homeowner. When officers arrived, they found a tense and dangerous scene. The suspect had the victim pinned, blade pressed to his throat.
Help! Help!
Oh, get out, get out, get out!
Help!
My roommate!
Please!
Get out!
Help!
Get out of the way!
Show me your hands now! Help! 14 has him as hostage with a knife. Put down the knife and let him go. Put down the knife and let him go now. Go, sir! Get out of there now!
Go!
Move!
Go!
Officers slipped quietly into the home. They gave sharp commands, demanding that the man release his hostage. For a moment, it worked. The victim was freed, shaken, but alive, while the suspect bolted out the side door, still gripping the knife. Police shouted for him to stop. He didn't listen.
Drop the knife! Get on the ground now! Stop now!
Get off the ground now!
The foot pursuit led through the Meadows neighborhood. Residents watched from behind locked doors as officers closed in. At one point, police opened fire, but the man kept running.
Get on your knees now! Now!
Put the knife down!
He forced his way into another house on English Oak Drive, locking the door behind him. Inside, the unsuspecting homeowner had no idea what was happening outside.
Come on, sir, get out!
Central, we're at 6535. Broadview. Ball nap on me!
Got you.
Officers quickly made contact, and the resident opened the door to safety, allowing police to clear the house before the suspect could do more harm.
Please, open the door! Open the door! Get out!
What's going on?
Out! You got some intruder inside your house.
Oh my God!
Go, go. Go to that Jeep over there. Anybody else inside?
But he wasn't finished. The man slipped out again and ran into a nearby garage, knife still in hand. Another round of shots was fired as he moved inside. For several minutes, the chase turned into a tense standoff. Officers gave commands again and again, but the suspect ignored them.
Rick, get on the fucking ground!
Eventually, the confrontation reached its breaking point. As officers surrounded the garage, one deployed a taser. The electrical charge dropped the suspect long enough for police to move in.
Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
After a brief struggle, they managed to restrain him. Officers immediately began rendering aid where he lay wounded before paramedics arrived to take over. In total, the encounter stretched across multiple homes, leaving behind scenes of forced entry, shattered nerves, and a neighborhood shaken by the chaos. Case number 2.
Hey, brother. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it.
On May 16th, 2024, just before sunrise, multiple calls came into 911 from Birdseye Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Callers reported a man acting erratically, pounding on doors, shouting at neighbors, and waving 2 large knives in the air. That man was Dale Stevenson, 49 years old, known locally. But on this day, he wasn't knocking for help. He was a threat to anyone who crossed his path. The call was dispatched as an armed subject. Patrol units rolled out quickly. Officer Israel Colon was the first to arrive, pulling onto Birdseye Street at 6:01 a.m. Even before stepping out of his cruiser, he spotted Stevenson standing in the middle of the road, 2 knives glinting in his hands. Colon radioed for immediate backup and positioned himself roughly 60 feet away.
Send me a couple more units. This party has two knives. Hey, brother.
He tried to engage, a calm voice, a simple greeting. Hey, brother. But before he could say anything more, Officer Darrell Wilson Jr. pulled up beside him in his own cruiser. Neither officer had time to stage, strategize, or slow things down. In that instant, Stevenson broke into a sprint. Both knives raised over his head, charging directly at Colon. The officer shouted 3 times, "Don't do it!" He stepped backward, trying to gain space, but Stevenson was fast, closing the gap in seconds.
Hey, brother. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. 17.
060.
At 5 feet away, with no cover left and a man armed with knives about to strike, Colon fired. 3 rounds, center mass, dropping Stevenson before he reached him. The knives clattered near the cruiser. The suspect fell to the pavement, wounded in the left forearm and leg. Officers immediately moved in, securing the weapons and rendering aid. They discovered not just the 2 knives Stevenson had carried, but also a sword, 28 inches long, abandoned in the street.
Where you hit? Where you hit, brother?
Where'd you get it?
Where you get hit?
Sir, talk to us. Where'd you get hit at?
Where's he hit at? I don't know.
You have another come into Wood Ave.
Where you hit? No.
Leg.
Leg? All right.
Paramedics rushed Stevenson to St. Vincent's Hospital where he survived his injuries. But in those seconds on Birdseye Street, officers were left with no illusions. A man with 2 blades, sprinting full speed at an officer, was not looking to negotiate. The confrontation lasted barely a minute. From the first sighting to the last shot fired, it was fast, chaotic, and violent. A textbook example of how quickly an ordinary call can shift into a fight for survival. Case 3.
Hey, Jared.
In the early morning hours of May 30th, 2023, Pinellas Park police officers were dispatched to a residence on 94th Avenue North. The call came from a woman who feared for her safety after a heated argument with her boyfriend escalated beyond control. That man was Jared Daniel Rutherham, 36 years old, a long history with law enforcement, and on this night, his actions set into motion a chain of events that forced officers to make a split-second decision. When officers arrived just after 12:40 a.m., the scene was tense but quiet. Within moments, officers Cameron Williams, Christian Raymond, and Ryan Politz circled around the opposite side of the residence. Rutherham's next move changed everything. He reached into his waistband and pulled out a Glock 19 semi-automatic pistol. Officer Williams reacted instantly. His weapon came up, and he fired 4 shots. Each one aimed to stop a threat that had become immediate and unavoidable.
Hey, Jared. Shots fired, subject down. Start FD.
I got you. Where?
For Rudderham, a man with a long record of criminal charges ranging from burglary and weapons offenses to domestic violence, this encounter ended before daylight ever broke. Number 4.
You're gonna get tased. Get on the ground now. Monsieur, hands now.
On June 30th, 2025, in Berrien County, Michigan, a call brought Deputy Cal Landon of the Sheriff's Office to a vehicle reportedly parked on private property in Niles Charter Township. It seemed routine at first, just a deputy checking on a suspicious vehicle. Several people were around the car, but one man stood out. 48-year-old Joshua Coffey of South Bend.
You got ID on you?
No.
No?
Yeah, maybe in the car.
Yeah, do you mind getting it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Tom Charles Sam, 451 Indiana Commemorative. Really?
When Landon asked for identification, Coffey did not comply. Instead, he bolted, running off into a nearby park. Landon gave chase, his body camera recording as he shouted commands, ordering Coffey to stop. "Stop, or you are going to get tussed," the deputy warned. But Coffey kept going, weaving across the open ground before finally slowing down.
Aaron, I got one running for me on foot on South 3rd Street, heading south. Stop! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased!
For a moment, it looked as if Coffey was ready to surrender. He dropped to one knee, his hands moving in a way that suggested he might comply. Landon held his taser at the ready, trying to end the standoff without lethal force. But what happened next turned a pursuit into a life-threatening gunfight.
Get on the ground now! Monsieur, hands now!
No.
Get the on the ground!
From his position on the ground, Coffey pulled out a firearm. Without hesitation, he fired 2 rounds at the deputy. The shots cracked across the park, each one aimed directly at the man who had been moments away from taking him into custody. Landon reacted instantly, dropping his taser and reaching for his service weapon. The shift from non-lethal to lethal happened in a heartbeat, the kind of decision officers train for but rarely face in real time.
Berrien, shots fired, South 3rd Street. One suspect down.
Landon returned fire, striking Coffey and ending the immediate threat. The gun remained in Coffey's hand, his fingers still resting on the trigger when the confrontation was over. Backup was already on the way. Deputy Sabrina Larata arrived seconds later, the first additional unit on scene. She saw the man down, the weapon still visible, and confirmed what Landon had just faced. An armed suspect who had chosen to shoot rather than surrender.
He pulled a gun on me. He shot it towards me.
Okay, go sit over there. Go sit over there.
What began as a check on a suspicious vehicle escalated into a deadly encounter in a matter of minutes. Body camera footage captured the entire sequence, from the initial commands to the gunfire. It showed clearly how quickly an officer can go from chasing a fleeing suspect to fighting for his life. Number 5. On March 3, 2022, San Diego Sheriff's deputies were sent to an upscale condo in Little Italy. Their task was simple on paper: serve civil process paperwork to a woman who lived there.
What is it?
Hi.
What is it?
Are you Yan Lee?
Yes.
Okay, here's a notice to evict. Okay.
That woman was Yan Lee, 47 years old, a Yale-trained scientist, known to neighbors. But on this day, she was not calm, not cooperative. She met deputies at the door with a knife in her hand.
What?
It's your notice for... Put the knife down right now or I'm gonna Put your knife down. Put the knife down!
The paperwork was handed over, but the deputies backed away. The situation had shifted. She slammed the door, and what started as routine service was now something far more dangerous.
I'm not a contact.
Okay, I will shoot you. You understand? Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
You got into my building.
Put the knife down.
How did you get into my building?
I walked in. Put down the knife right
Where
now.
is the front desk?
Put down the knife right
How
now.
do you think allow
Ma'am,
you to get
you
in?
will be shot. Do you
How
understand
do you
that?
think allow you to
Put
get
down
in?
the gun or you will be shot.
How do you think allow you to get in?
Drop the knife.
You are safe.
Drop the knife.
You are safe.
Ma'am, drop the knife.
Why your badge?
You will be shot. Do you understand
Where
that?
is your badge?
Ma'am, shh, drop the knife.
You have not even show your badge.
Don't-
And you pull a gun.
Just drop the knife.
Where
Don't
is the
make me shoot
badge?
you. Drop the knife, please. Don't make me do this.
No, I'm not dropping.
Drop
Where is the
the
badge?
knife now.
Hey, there is a fake police officer.
I am not a fake police officer. Drop the knife. Drop the.
The deputies stood outside, weighing their options. They called for backup. They called for cover. One resident stepped forward and told them this wasn't the first time. Just the day before, the same woman had threatened a maintenance worker with a knife. The warning only heightened their concern.
Can you open the door, please? I know, but I got you. No.
For 45 minutes, deputies tried to talk her down. They called out through the door. They urged her to come peacefully. Nothing worked. She never put down the knife. She never opened the door again.
Hey, this is the Sheriff's Department with the San Diego Police Department. We're both here. I need you to put the knife down and open the door. We're not intruders, we're the police.
By the time San Diego police officers arrived with specialized resources, the plan was clear. Deputies and officers would make entry, establish control, and end the standoff before anyone else was hurt.
Come here. Get down. Get down. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
When the door was forced open, chaos erupted. The woman lunged forward, knife in hand, and struck a San Diego police K-9 handler in the chest. A single violent thrust drove the blade deep into his torso. The sound of the impact echoed in the hallway as the officer collapsed. In that split second, the entire scene detonated. 3 deputies and 1 officer fired their weapons. The condo corridor filled with the deafening crack of gunfire. Yan Li was struck and fell instantly, her knife no longer a threat.
Oh, shit! I got stabbed!
Get us medics now. Get us medics now.
Anybody hurt?
Get us medics now.
I got stabbed!
The handler lay on the ground, his vest torn, his body pierced by the blade. He was alive, but the attack had left its mark. What began as a paper service spiraled into one of the most volatile scenarios law enforcement can face: a barricade, edged weapons, and a sudden attack. In less than an hour, a civil process call transformed into an armed confrontation that ended in gunfire.